Okay, I think it's recording.
I think it is because they asked me if it was recording, so I think it's recording. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I'm looking at
Go
it.
ahead, it's recording.
All right, perfect. All right, Jeff Zimmerman here with the WBC super lightweight champion Regis Prograis. Got a mega fight coming up against the undisputed lightweight champion Devin Haney, December 9th at the Chase Center in San Francisco. How you doing, champ?
Good, man. All good. I'm starting to cut weight, so I'm starting to get a little aggravated, but I'm good right now.
Yeah, hey, before we jump into your fight, though, we just had a big fight this last weekend, one of the last big fights on Showtime pay-per-view, Benavidez and Boo Boo Andrade. What was your thoughts on that fight?
Man, Benavidez surprised me. I thought that, I thought it was gonna be a close fight. But Benavidez just went out there and he destroyed Boo Boo. I thought Boo Boo was gonna definitely do better than that, but it just looked like right now, man, it really looks like Benavidez is like a man against boys. Like when he's fighting, he's too big, he's too strong. That's all. He's beating these guys down too easily. I think his size is just too. They the same weight, but I think his size is just too much. He's just too much for these guys right now, and it looked like right now it's man versus boys.
If the fight happens, Regis, and I know it could be a year out, but Canelo and Benavidez, though, give me that early
That's
prediction.
super fight, bro. That's a super fight. I actually text Benavidez. I told him, bro, I hope you get that Canelo fight. Right now I'll still give it to Canelo just because Canelo is Canelo. You can't never go away from Canelo. Canelo is, a Hall of Famer. For me, in my opinion, Canelo is the best Mexican fighter in history. In my opinion, I know we got Julio Cesar Chavez, but if you look at Canelo's resume, man, it's crazy. He did so much in the sport already, and he's just so good. So for me, I think I would still go with Canelo right now. But as time go on, if Benavidez, he keep getting more experience under his belt, I might have to lean more towards Benavidez. But right now, I would just lean more towards Canelo because Canelo did have the better competition.
Well, let's talk about your fight, man. Like I said, you got the biggest fight of your life coming up against Devin Haney, who was always big for a lightweight, so he's probably going to fit right in at 140. You talked about working your ass off in camp, but in my opinion, you always work your ass off. What's different?
It's longer, man. I kind of it's like it's like two camps in one, really. I always work hard, but it's like working hard, it's working smarter, working on things that I need to work on, doing a lot of more different drills and stuff like that. And a lot of things is sacrifice, and people don't really know. Like usually I will come to I'm in California right now and I train out here, but usually I will come here for maybe like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I will go back home to in Texas and be with my kids and my wife and stuff. But for this camp, I literally just sacrificed. I've been out here for 2 months. I went home. I was training in Texas for a little while. Then I came out here for a month to actually, get ready for the camp and stuff. And then I went back home for 3 weeks, and then I'm back out here for another month. So, I've really been away from my kids and stuff, my kids and my family and stuff for 2 months. And it is hard. And that's the sacrifice. That's the grind, the sacrifice I'm going through. I never did that before. I would usually come to California for 2 weeks, but this time I came out here for 2 months and trained. So it's a big difference in a training camp right now.
Listen, man, you beat Zepeda, which a lot of people, were somewhat surprised, and you knock him out. You're on top of the world. You have maybe an off night in your hometown, a lot of pressure and all that. And then all of a sudden you're like kind of treated like the bottom of the barrel, and Devin Haney all of a sudden wants that fight. What are your thoughts on that?
It's cool. I mean, I think they're overlooking everything, but that's absolutely perfect for me. The thing is, yeah, I think, what they looking at the Zorilla fight, yeah, it was an off night, bad performance, off night, just all that coupled in with each other. But this one it's gonna be nothing like that, nothing like that at all. So I'm happy for it. And like I said, if I had to thank anybody for this fight, it would be Zorilla, because I wouldn't get it. If I would have knocked him out in the first round, the second round, they wouldn't be trying to fight me. They'll be trying to go a different route. They might stay at lightweight or whatever. But, because of that performance, yeah, I got the Devin Haney fight. And I'm thankful for it. I'm definitely thankful for it.
Yeah, man, you're one of the boogeymans in the sport. You go toe to toe with Josh Taylor. It could have gone either way. Your only loss, And you seem like you've always been avoided, but then, like you said, you have one off night, and Devin Haney, to his
Now, right
credit,
now, everybody, yeah, it's one off night. Now, everybody, but the thing is, like, after I beat Zepeda, nobody want to touch me. You know, like after I beat him, it was like nobody wanted to come near me. Nobody wanted to touch me. You know, so you know, you have an off night, and it's like, all right, he is beatable. I think I can beat him, and that's fine. You know, I like it. I love it actually, and I embrace it.
is that what's going to happen with Shakur, you think? It seems like people are starting to call
Yeah.
him out.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I think it's gonna happen. You know, we all have off nights, man. The thing is, you know, in other sports and basketball and football and stuff, they have an off night, then they get to go redeem themselves a couple of days later. You know, with us, it's like you have an off night and they act like that's our identity. It's like, no, that's not my identity. I just had an off night. Everybody has an off night. It's just that's just how it is. You know, that's what we do. So, um, yeah, I think the same thing with Shakur. I think he's gonna now people call him out like the last few fights. Nobody wants to say Shakur's name. Nobody said nothing at all. But he had an off night, and I was like, oh, I want to fight Shakur. But that's just how people are, man. I don't think that's I don't think I know that's not his identity. It just he just had a bad night, and that's it.
Right, right. And I know you're an historian of the fight game, of the sweet science, Regis. I know you
Mhm.
do a lot of reading, almost Mike Tyson like from that regard. Is
Mhm.
this a modern day Hagler Leonard? I mean, you're the southpaw, you're the guy that comes forward. Although Leonard likes to box and he can brawl, but he's
Right.
more that sweet,
I never, I never thought about it like that, man. But it might be a modern day Hagler Leonard. If I never really actually thought about it like that, but it might be like that, and I hope it is like that. Obviously, the Hagler side should have win in my case, but yeah, I think that's a good comparison.
What is Haney overlooking in you, though? I mean, you come straight forward. I mean, how do you see the fight playing out?
I think I'm gonna hurt him. I really think I'm gonna hurt him for 12 rounds. I think it's gonna be brutal. I really not think I know it's gonna be brutal. He's having like Haney gets touched. He's been touched by Little Jojo. He's been touched by Linares. He's been touched by Lomachenko. He's been touched by these guys, and these guys are smaller guys, and they don't have the power like me. So it's always different. Once you put those 8-ounce gloves on, it's always a difference. And I really honestly feel that I have everything over him, like skill wise and all that stuff. People can say, oh, he's a, skilled fighter because the thing is with me, I have power in both hands, so I can hurt people. So it's like, I don't have to necessarily know I box 12 rounds. Like I know I'm gonna hurt you and I want to brutalize you for 12 rounds, but it might not go that long, but we'll see. But that's what I'm preparing for. So, I think they overlooking a lot of things. I think they, looking at even like my past fights, I think they're overlooking a lot of stuff. And so it's perfect for me.
Did you feel that Loma beat him?
No, I don't feel like Loma beat him. I feel like it was, listen, if it was just a Lomachenko and Devin Haney without the belts on the line, without Devin being an undisputed champion, maybe Loma could have got a decision. But at the same time, I feel like you do have to beat the champion. And did Loma do enough to beat the champion? I really can't say that. Maybe it could have been like a draw or something like that, but I can't say Loma did enough to beat the champion. Devin was the undisputed champion. So I don't think he did enough to beat him. But it was a very close fight. And obviously, the thing is in boxing, if you don't dominate, they'll say, oh, you lost the fight and stuff like that. But people, they do have judges and they do have people that actually score the fight, and they scored it. I feel like they probably scored it, they scored it the right way.
But you being a bigger, stronger version maybe of Loma, you see different results.
It's gonna be bad. Yes, exactly. I know once I start landing, and it's gonna be a lot of landing. That's the thing. I don't think he's expecting me to land. Even on the face off, he said, "You're not gonna hit me. You can't hit what you can't see." I'm gonna touch you. I'm gonna hit him. I know I'm gonna hit him because I'm fast. I'm probably faster than him. That's the thing. I think I am faster than him, but I don't show speed that much because I have a lot of power. So I think they underestimate. I think he's underestimating what it's gonna actually feel like. That's the thing. What it's gonna feel like. Tyson said it, man. They all got a plan until they get punched in the face, and that's what's gonna happen.
The one thing that Devin has and is known for is that jab. Is that
Mhm.
what you have to do, is get inside that jab?
Not worried about the jab. That's one thing. Not worried about the jab. Not worried about his right hand. Not worried about his left hand. Not worried about body shots. I'm not worried about his hook. I'm not worried about nothing Devin does. I'm just not, to be honest. I just not worried about it.
All right, I'm here with Regis Prograis, super lightweight, 140-pound WBC champ. We'll wrap it up here in a minute. or so. Let's talk about what comes after a little bit, Regis. It seems like these weight classes keep moving on what the hottest weight class is. 140, 135, 168. Now it seems like 140 now, everyone moving up. You got Tio, you got Raleigh, Tank, Ryan. Rank those guys for me.
I mean, rate them. I feel like I'm the best. That's it. Rate them. I mean, and then they all kind of come under me. But I think I'm the best, and behind me is probably like a Tio. Rolly is the last one for sure. Rolly is the shittiest champion we got. But and then you got Matias is up there also. So it's so much. It's so many good fights right now, and I'm just glad to be in a division. I'm glad that I stuck to my guns. It was a while ago, a few years ago, they wanted me to go up to 147. And I was like, man, no, why would I do that? I know all the big fights are gonna be at 140, and at the time, it was only, Crawford and Spence. That was it. And I think maybe like a Pacquiao or something like that, but we know I'm not getting a Pacquiao fight. So it was like, why would I go to 147? And I know everything. I saw the division. I had the vision, and I saw what was gonna happen. I knew it was, it was gonna be popping at 140, and that's exactly what happened right now. And I'm glad that I stuck to my guns. I was disciplined. I didn't go eat crazy and stuff. And I'm still making 140.
What would a Tank Regis fight look like?
Amazing, huge, huge, huge fight. Huge fight. Not just even with the build up for the press conference, but just for the fight period. Because Tank has a lot of power. I have a lot of power. So it'll be I think it'll be a big fight.
And I know, and we'll wrap up here. You're 34, Regis. You're on the, you look in great shape. I mean, you're always in shape, like you said. I know you got a nutritionist a couple years ago. You still feel like you're in your prime? How much longer for you?
But like I feel like I ain't even hit my prime yet, to be honest. I really just feel like that, man. I wake up and I want to train. That's the thing. Like some people, I think some guys, once they start getting a little older, they like, man, I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing it. But I literally just wake up. I train 3 times a day every day. So when I get up, I want to train, and that's just what I want to do. And even I take care of my body a lot. And somebody, I look up to and I talk to was Bernard Hopkins, and he fought to his almost 50s or something like that, and he said, man, you gotta take care of yourself. And the same thing I do. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do no drugs. Never have, and so I just take care of myself. Sometimes I get a little, I'm from New Orleans, so sometimes I might eat a little more than I probably should, but for the most part, I train every day, no matter camp or no camp, I'm still training every single day. It's something that, I wake up and make sure I do. So yeah, to answer your question, I feel super good. Every day, I feel really good. I'm just blessed that my body feels like this. I know like your body's supposed to start breaking down at a certain age, but mine is super good, But I know it's because I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised because I know I do take care of myself. I take care of my body. I take care of my health. I'm really into that. I don't put nothing bad in my body. I try not to, eat too much. For me, I call it like poison. Like if you look on the back of like ingredients and you don't know the ingredients name, I call that poison. So I try not to even put that type of stuff in my body and just take care of myself. That's it.
Yeah, B-Hop talks about lifestyle instead of diet. And it sounds
Yeah.
like you're the same way.
Yeah, I just try to live a healthy lifestyle like year round. That's it, and I train every single day, no matter camp or no camp. So that's why I feel like I do.
What should we expect December 9th, one of the biggest fights of the year, end of the year, against Devin Haney?
I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat his ass, bro. I'm gonna beat his ass. I'm gonna whoop his ass. That's all you can expect. I'm gonna beat his ass. Destruction. That's all that's on my mind. Destruction. He can think whatever he want to think, but I'm gonna beat his ass. I've been training too hard. I've been sacrificing. Everything is, clicking. Everything coming together. Yeah, I just can't wait. Next Saturday, I'm gonna beat his ass.
Knockout.
I feel it's gonna be a beating. If he stand up, then he stand up. But I feel like it's gonna be a beating.
Regis, man, great to see you. I appreciate the time. Good luck December 9th in San Fran, where I used to live. It's a great city.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be buzzing out there. So good luck to you.
All right, bro. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Yeah, yeah.